Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or maybe you've struggled to recall a name or a word that's just on the tip of your tongue. If so, you're not alone. As we age, it's natural for our brains to need a little extra care and attention. But here's the good news. What you eat can make a huge difference in keeping your mind sharp and your memory strong, even after 60. In fact, the right foods can help protect your brain, boost your focus, and even reduce the risk of cognitive decline. So, if you've ever wondered how to keep your brain healthy and vibrant as you age, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the best foods for brain health after 60. Foods that are not only delicious but also packed with nutrients to support your cognitive function. Now, before we get into the specifics, let's talk about why this matters. Our brains, just like the rest of our bodies, change as we get older. We might notice that it takes a little longer to learn new things, or that our memory isn't quite as sharp as it used to be. But here's the thing. These changes don't have to define us. By making smart choices about what we eat, we can give our brains the fuel they need to stay healthy and active. And the best part? These foods are easy to find, simple to prepare, and absolutely delicious. So, let's get started with the first few brain-boosting foods you'll want to add to your diet. First up, let's talk about fatty fish. Now, I know fish might not be everyone's favorite, but hear me out. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain health. Omega-3s help build and repair brain cells, and they've been shown to improve memory and cognitive function. In fact, studies have found that people who eat fish regularly tend to have more gray matter in their brains. That's the stuff responsible for processing information and making decisions. If you're not a fan of fish, don't worry. You can still get your omega-3s from other sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, or walnuts. But if you're up for it, try adding a serving of fatty fish to your meals at least twice a week. Grilled salmon with a squeeze of lemon, anyone? Next on the list is something you might already have in your kitchen: blueberries. These little berries are often called brain berries for a good reason. They're packed with antioxidants, which help protect your brain from oxidative stress and inflammation, two things that can contribute to aging and cognitive decline. But that's not all. Blueberries have also been shown to improve communication between brain cells, which can enhance memory and learning. And the best part, they're incredibly versatile. You can toss them into your morning oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or just enjoy them as a sweet, refreshing snack. If fresh blueberries aren't in season, frozen ones work just as well. So, why not start your day with a brain-boosting blueberry smoothie? Now, let's move on to a food that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These greens are nutritional powerhouses, and they're especially good for your brain. They're rich in vitamins like folate and vitamin K, which have been linked to slower cognitive decline and better brain function. Plus, they're loaded with antioxidants and other nutrients that help protect your brain cells. If you're not a fan of salads, don't worry. There are so many ways to incorporate leafy greens into your meals. You can sauté them with a little garlic and olive oil, blend them into a soup, or even add them to a smoothie. Trust me, your brain will thank you. Now, before we move on to the next set of foods, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered so far. Fatty fish, blueberries, and leafy greens. These are all simple, everyday foods that can make a big difference in your brain health. And the best part? They're not just good for your brain, they're good for your overall health too. So, whether you're enjoying a piece of grilled salmon, a handful of blueberries, or a plate of sautéed spinach, you're not just eating for today, you're investing in your future. But we're just getting started. There are so many more foods that can help keep your brain sharp and healthy, and we'll dive into those next. So, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's keep exploring the best foods for brain health after 60. Trust me, your brain and your taste buds will be glad you did. Now that we've talked about the incredible benefits of fatty fish, blueberries, and leafy greens, let's keep the momentum going and explore a few more brain-boosting foods. These next ones might surprise you. Some are everyday staples you probably already have in your pantry, while others might inspire you to try something new. Either way, they're all packed with nutrients that can help keep your mind sharp and your memory strong. So, let's talk more about it. First up, let's talk about nuts, especially walnuts. You've probably heard that nuts are good for your heart, but did you know they're also great for your brain? Walnuts, in particular, are a fantastic source of healthy fats, antioxidants, and vitamin E, all of which have been shown to support brain health. Vitamin E, for example, helps protect your brain cells from oxidative stress, which can contribute to cognitive decline as we age. And the shape of a walnut, it's almost like nature's way of telling us it's good for our brains. It even looks like a little brain. A small handful of walnuts a day can make a big difference. You can sprinkle them on your yogurt, add them to a salad, or just enjoy them as a quick, satisfying snack. Almonds and hazelnuts are also great options if you're looking to mix things up. Next on the list is something you might not expect: dark chocolate. Yes, you read that right. Chocolate can be good for your brain. But before you reach for that candy bar, let me clarify. I'm talking about dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content. Dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, which are antioxidants that improve blood flow to the brain and enhance cognitive function. It's also been shown to boost mood and reduce stress, which is always a bonus. Of course, moderation is key here. A square or two of dark chocolate a day is plenty. Pair it with a few nuts or a piece of fruit, and you've got yourself a delicious, brain-healthy treat. Now let's move on to a food that's been a staple in traditional diets for centuries: turmeric. This bright yellow spice, often used in curries, contains a compound called curcumin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Curcumin has been shown to cross the blood-brain barrier, meaning it can directly benefit your brain cells. It's been linked to improved memory, reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease, and even enhanced mood. If you're not used to cooking with turmeric, don't worry. It's easy to incorporate into your meals. You can add it to soups, stews, or roasted vegetables, or even make a soothing turmeric latte by mixing it with warm milk and a little honey. It's a simple way to add a brain-boosting punch to your diet. Speaking of spices, let's not forget about cinnamon. This warm, fragrant spice isn't just for desserts. It's also great for your brain. Cinnamon has been shown to improve attention, memory, and cognitive processing. Plus, it helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is important because unstable blood sugar can negatively impact brain function. Sprinkle a little cinnamon on your oatmeal, add it to your coffee, or use it to flavor roasted sweet potatoes. It's a small change that can have a big impact. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about eggs. Eggs are often called nature's multivitamin, and for good reason. They're packed with nutrients that are essential for brain health, including choline, which is a precursor to acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in memory and learning. Eggs are also a great source of high-quality protein and healthy fats, which help keep your energy levels stable throughout the day. If you've been avoiding eggs because of concerns about cholesterol, it's worth noting that recent research has shown that moderate egg consumption, about 6 to 7 eggs per week, is safe for most people and can even be part of a heart-healthy diet. So, go ahead and enjoy that omelet or boiled egg. It's doing your brain a favor. Before we move on to the final set of foods, let's take a moment to recap what we've covered so far. Walnuts, dark chocolate, turmeric, cinnamon, and eggs. These are all simple, delicious foods that can help keep your brain healthy and vibrant. And the best part? They're easy to incorporate into your daily routine. Whether you're sprinkling walnuts on your salad, enjoying a square of dark chocolate, or adding a pinch of turmeric to your soup, you're taking steps to support your brain health. But we're not done yet. There are still a few more foods we need to talk about. Foods that can help round out your brain-healthy diet and keep your mind sharp for years to come. So, let's keep going and explore the final set of brain-boosting foods. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. First, let's talk about avocados. You've probably heard that avocados are good for your heart, but they're also fantastic for your brain. They're rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, which help improve blood flow to the brain and support overall cognitive function. Avocados are also packed with vitamin E, which, as we've already discussed, is a powerful antioxidant that protects brain cells from oxidative stress. Plus, they're incredibly versatile. You can mash them up for avocado toast, slice them into a salad, or blend them into a creamy smoothie. If you haven't already made avocados a regular part of your diet, now's the time to start. Next up, let's talk about whole grains. Foods like oats, quinoa, brown rice, and whole grain bread are excellent sources of complex carbohydrates, which provide a steady supply of energy to your brain. Unlike refined carbs, think white bread and sugary snacks, whole grains release glucose slowly into your bloodstream, helping you avoid energy crashes and brain fog. They're also rich in fiber, which supports gut health. And as we're learning more and more, a healthy gut is closely linked to a healthy brain. So swap out refined grains for whole grains whenever you can. A bowl of oatmeal for breakfast, a quinoa salad for lunch, or a side of brown rice with dinner are all great ways to fuel your brain. Now, let's not forget about beans and lentils. These humble legumes are nutritional powerhouses, packed with protein, fiber, and a range of vitamins and minerals that support brain health. They're particularly rich in folate, a B vitamin that's essential for cognitive function and has been linked to a reduced risk of cognitive decline. Beans and lentils are also incredibly affordable and easy to incorporate into your meals. You can add them to soups, stews, salads, or even make a hearty bean chili. If you're looking for a budget-friendly way to boost your brain health, beans and lentils are a fantastic choice. Finally, let's talk about green tea. If you're a tea drinker, you're in luck. Green tea is one of the best beverages for brain health. It's rich in antioxidants called catechins, which help protect your brain cells from damage and improve memory and focus. Green tea also contains a small amount of caffeine, which can enhance alertness and concentration without the jitters that coffee sometimes causes. Plus, it has an amino acid called L-theanine, which promotes relaxation and reduces stress. If you're not already a green tea drinker, consider swapping out your usual cup of coffee or black tea for a soothing cup of green tea. It's a simple change that can have a big impact on your brain health. Now that we've covered all these amazing foods, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. Eating for brain health doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. It's about making small, intentional choices that add up over time. Whether it's adding a handful of blueberries to your breakfast, enjoying a piece of grilled salmon for dinner, or sipping on a cup of green tea in the afternoon, every little bit helps. And the best part? These foods aren't just good for your brain. They're good for your overall health, too. So, by nourishing your brain, you're also taking care of your heart, your gut, and your entire body. But here's the thing. While food is incredibly important, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Staying mentally active, getting regular exercise, managing stress, and maintaining social connections are all crucial for keeping your brain healthy as you age. So, think of these brain-boosting foods as part of a bigger picture, a lifestyle that supports your well-being in every way. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. It's never too late to start taking care of your brain. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, the choices you make today can have a profound impact on your cognitive health tomorrow. So, don't wait for a wake-up call. Start incorporating these foods into your diet now and give your brain the love and care it deserves. And remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start small. Maybe this week, you'll add a handful of walnuts to your snacks or try a new recipe with leafy greens. Next week, you might experiment with turmeric or swap out refined grains for whole grains. The key is to take it one step at a time and enjoy the process. After all, eating should be a joy, not a chore. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. What brain-boosting foods are you excited to try? Do you have any favorite recipes or tips to share? Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life after 60. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, your brain is your most precious asset. Treat it well, and it will serve you well for years to come. Here's to a sharp mind, a healthy body, and a life full of joy and vitality. Take care.